Welcome to another episode of Shop Happenings. Today in the shop, we just finished up a project. My students are in here, they're really proud of it, and they want to show it off. So I'm coming over to our area where our car bay is, and you see people scurrying out of the way. We just finished up the Excavator. We made 23 of these. They are absolutely amazing. These machines started out as raw lumber and raw steel. We CNC'd them, we put stuff together, we welded, we did a little plasma cutting. These machines came out amazing. As you can see, we have tracks, we have a metal bucket that we painted, dipper, our stick, cool cab, our year. If I go around the back side, see our name. This is amazing. We even went so far as to put an aluminum exhaust pipe on. What an amazing project. So if we run over here, we'll see our one excavator and our dirt pile, which we made out of sawdust. And our little excavator, actually, we can dig. It'll pivot, dump, and we can go back and do more. As you can see, everything works, everything's functional, and it looks like the real deal. So please continue to watch the video. You'll see how we made it. I hope you enjoy.
So I started doing it and then and then I was doing it for some
really liked how these turned out. As you can see, we have a track frame here that actually spins independent of the house, just like a real excavator. What we did is we used our OKK to machine out this spot. We tried to make it replicate what an excavator would look like. You'll notice that the house sits above the track, and the reason it does that is because inside or underneath the house we have a ring that's very similar to what you'd see on a real excavator. It's weighted. If you notice that as the tracks sit here, the cab sits back from the end, but the counterweight hangs out over the edge. And this is typical of an older excavator. I modeled this off a Caterpillar, and it's weighted really nice. It doesn't seem to want to get too front heavy or back heavy, and I think this would work really well if it was digging. We did our cabs on the OKK, so we machined all this out, on a Trak K3. We also did the model number, which is also the year, as well as the name of our company, which is Candor. It's our high school. We did both of those on a K3. The engine cover, which is the hood that would normally lift up, was done all woodwork, and we routed our rounded corners on here. We had to come up with a special jig to do that because of the size of the part. Our exhaust pipe we were going to make out of wood, and one of my students goes, "This is going to look dumb in wood, let's make it out of metal." So we grabbed some aluminum that we had kicking around, and we cut it the length, faced it, chamfered the end so we could pound it in. We truncated it, drilled a hole so now that the exhaust would come out the back of the machine. As it spins around a little further, our boom. So this part right here is our boom. Our boom was machined on the OKK, and then the slot for the stick, which is this part, the slot for the stick was actually machined on one of the K3 machines. We did that, it came out really nice. Our buckets are metal. They're actually primed and painted. These were plasma cut, so all the parts are plasma cut. We bent them with we bent them with a brake. Once those were bent, we spot welded them together with our spot welder. This was a separate piece that was bent by a different student, and that was spot welded on, and then we primed and painted them all. Another student built our boom mount here, and one of the last assembly pieces was to put this pin in, which holds our boom to the boom mount, and our machine works real well. I really hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you enjoyed seeing what my students are doing here, and please stay tuned for more.